Hey everyone, welcome back to the Novatech channel. Today, we're diving into the magical world of Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli, but like, with extra feels, you know? We're talking about the kind of magic that makes you question if cartoons can make you cry. Spoiler alert, they can. So, grab your snacks, dim the lights, and get ready for some serious anime action. We're about to explore the top 6 must-watch films by this legendary filmmaker. And trust me, these aren't your average run-of-the-mill cartoons. We're talking about masterpieces of animation, storytelling, and pure, unadulterated imagination. By the end of this video, you'll be a total Ghibli geek, ready to impress your friends with your newfound knowledge, or at least have some killer movie recommendations. So buckle up, bros. It's going to be an epic ride. First up, we've got My Neighbor Totoro, the movie that launched 1,000 plushies. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love Totoro? He's like a giant furry teddy bear that you just want to hug and maybe ride on his belly through the forest. But My Neighbor Totoro is so much more than just cuteness overload. It's a heartwarming story about 2 sisters, Satsuki and Mei, who moved to the countryside to be closer to their hospitalized mother. And let's be real, moving to a new place can be scary, especially when you're a kid. But luckily for Satsuki and Mei, they've got Totoro, the magical forest spirit, to guide them through it all. This movie is all about the beauty of nature, the power of imagination, and the importance of family. It's a reminder that even in the toughest of times, there's always a little bit of magic to be found if you just know where to look. Plus, the animation is absolutely stunning, even though it came out way back in 1988. Miyazaki and his team at Studio Ghibli are masters of their craft, and it shows in every single frame. But what really makes My Neighbor Totoro so special is its ability to connect with audiences of all ages. Whether you're a child discovering the magic of animation for the first time or an adult looking for a dose of nostalgia, this movie has something for everyone. So if you're looking for a film that will warm your heart, make you laugh, and maybe even make you cry a little, don't worry, I won't judge. Then My Neighbor Totoro is the perfect choice. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the visually stunning and mind-bending world of Spirited Away. This movie is like a fever dream you actually want to have, full of bizarre creatures, breathtaking landscapes, and a story that will leave you thinking, what the heck did I just watch? In the best way possible. We follow Chihiro, a sullen little girl who, let's be honest, we all relate to sometimes. She's dragged by her parents to a creepy abandoned amusement park. Spoiler alert, it's not actually abandoned. It's a bathhouse for spirits, and her parents get turned into pigs. Classic Miyazaki. Chihiro has to navigate this strange new world, find a way to save her parents, and maybe learn a thing or two about herself along the way. She meets a whole cast of unforgettable characters, like Haku, the mysterious boy who can turn into a dragon, because why not? No Face, the lonely spirit who just wants to be loved, relatable. And Yubaba, the witch who runs the bathhouse with an iron fist, we all know one. Spirited Away is a visual masterpiece with some of the most breathtaking animation you'll ever see. But it's also a powerful story about courage, identity, and the importance of staying true to yourself, even when the world around you is trying to change you. It's a movie that stays with you long after the credits roll, and one that you'll want to revisit again and again. Just be prepared for some serious existential pondering afterward. Get ready for some epic battles, ancient curses, and environmental themes, because we're about to enter the world of Princess Mononoke. This ain't your Disney princess story, folks. This is Miyazaki at his most intense, exploring the complex relationship between humanity and nature with stunning visuals and a story that will stay with you long after the credits roll. We meet Ashitaka, a young prince cursed with a deadly affliction after protecting his village from a demon boar god, Casual. He sets out to find a cure, which leads him to Irontown, a bustling human settlement encroaching on the surrounding forest. There, he encounters Sun, a human girl raised by wolves who is fiercely protective of the forest and its inhabitants. She's basically the ultimate eco-warrior princess, and I'm here for it. Caught in the middle of a war between humans and the forest gods, Ashitaka must find a way to bridge the gap between these two worlds before it's too late. And trust me, things get pretty wild. Princess Mononoke is a visual feast, with some of the most stunning animation ever put to film. The action sequences are epic, the characters are complex and compelling, and the message is more relevant than ever. If you're looking for an anime film that will challenge you, move you, and leave you in awe of the power of animation, then Princess Mononoke is a must-watch. Just be prepared for some serious feels and maybe a newfound appreciation for the natural world. Chapter 4. Howl's Moving Castle: Magic, Romance, and a Walking Tin Can. Okay, Miyazaki, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to step inside Howl's Moving Castle, a whimsical, magical, and utterly charming film that will steal your heart. This movie has it all: a dashing wizard with a secret, a strong-willed young woman cursed to be old, a fire demon with a heart of gold, and a castle that walks on chicken legs. Yeah, you heard that right. Chicken legs. Sophie, a shy hat maker, gets transformed into an old woman by a jealous witch. Determined to break the curse, she ventures out and stumbles upon Howl, a mysterious and powerful wizard who lives in a giant moving castle. And when I say giant, I mean giant. This thing has more rooms than an IKEA catalog. Sophie becomes the cleaning lady, because of course she does, and finds herself caught up in Howl's chaotic life, which includes dodging love-struck witches, battling fire demons, and trying to prevent a pointless war. No big deal. Howl's Moving Castle is a visual masterpiece, with breathtaking animation, whimsical characters, and a story that will capture your imagination. It's a film about finding beauty in unexpected places, embracing your inner strength, and learning to love yourself no matter what you look like. Plus, the soundtrack by Joe Hisaishi is absolutely phenomenal, blending Celtic influences with orchestral grandeur to create an unforgettable sonic experience. Seriously, listen to Merry Go Round of Life and tell me you don't feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I dare you. So if you're looking for a film that will transport you to a world of magic and wonder, make you laugh, cry, and believe in the power of love, then Howl's Moving Castle is the perfect choice. Just be prepared to have moving castle envy afterwards. Who wouldn't want a house that could walk? Chapter 5. Kiki's Delivery Service. Teenage witch, talking cat, and bread. Sounds delicious. Ever feel like packing up your bags, grabbing your broomstick, and starting a new life in a seaside town? Well, that's exactly what Kiki does in Kiki's Delivery Service, a heartwarming coming-of-age story about a young witch finding her place in the world. And yes, there's a talking cat. Because why not? Kiki, a 13-year-old witch with a talent for flying, decides to leave home and start her own delivery service in a charming seaside town. She's got her trusty broomstick, her sassy black cat Gigi, and a whole lot of determination. What could go wrong? Turns out starting a business is hard, even when you can fly. Kiki faces setbacks, deals with difficult customers, and struggles to find her place in this new town. It's a relatable story about the challenges of growing up, finding your passion, and believing in yourself, even when things get tough. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Kiki's Delivery Service is filled with Miyazaki's signature charm, stunning animation, and quirky characters. You'll fall in love with Kiki's infectious optimism, Gigi's sarcastic wit, and the cozy atmosphere of the seaside town. This movie is a reminder that even when life throws you curveballs, it's important to stay true to yourself, never give up on your dreams, and maybe eat some delicious pastries along the way. Because let's be real, who doesn't love a good pastry? Chapter 6. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Giant Bugs, Toxic Jungles, and Hope. Let's go. Prepare yourselves, because we're journeying to a post-apocalyptic world filled with giant insects, toxic jungles, and a princess who just might be humanity's last hope in Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This ain't your typical princess story, folks. This is Miyazaki at his finest, tackling complex themes of environmentalism, war, and the resilience of the human spirit. We meet Nausicaa, a compassionate and courageous princess who can communicate with the giant insects that rule the toxic wasteland. She's basically a badass warrior princess with a deep connection to nature, and she's determined to find a way for humans and nature to coexist peacefully. But peace is a fragile thing in a world ravaged by war and environmental disaster. When the Tolmekians, a powerful empire, threaten to unleash a weapon of mass destruction, Nausicaa must race against time to stop them and prevent the complete annihilation of both humanity and the natural world. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is a visual tour de force, with breathtaking animation, imaginative creatures, and a story that will stay with you long after the credits roll. It's a film that makes you think about the impact we have on the environment, the futility of war, and the importance of hope, even in the darkest of times. If you're looking for an anime film that will challenge you, inspire you, and leave you with a renewed sense of wonder, then Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is a must-watch. Just be prepared for some serious feels and maybe a newfound appreciation for the delicate balance of nature. In 1984, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, directed by Miyazaki, gained popularity, leading to the creation of Studio Ghibli in 1985. 1988, My Neighbor Totoro introduced the beloved Totoro character, now the studio's mascot. 2001, Spirited Away won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. 2013, Miyazaki announced retirement but later returned for The Boy and the Heron in 2023. Today, Studio Ghibli remains one of the most respected animation studios in the world. Outro. So, you think you can Ghibli? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which Hayao Miyazaki film is your favorite and why. Mine's a secret. Just kidding, it's Spirited Away. Don't judge me. Seriously though, Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli are legends for a reason. Their films are visually stunning, emotionally resonant, and full of imagination. They remind us of the power of animation, the importance of storytelling, and the magic that exists in the world, if we just know where to look. So go forth and watch all the Ghibli films. And maybe, just maybe, you'll be inspired to create your own masterpiece. See you in the next video.